I don't know.
I don't know if it is now
really
with
long.
the Elizabeth line, but originally,
I can't think of any really. Is there any really, really long ones on the Lizzie line?
I don't know. I just feel like every time I get on the Elizabeth line,
It's just mainly escalators.
the exit from the platform is so far.
It's like Ryanair, isn't it? Like in the
just-
vicinity of.
You've landed in, I don't know, Cambridge, but they're trying to tell me I'm in Stansted. I'm like, am I though? Am I? It's very far away, dickhead. Oi, oi, oi. But yeah, I'm good. How are you anyway? You alright?
Oh, I feel like I've just been fucking grumpy. I need to get over it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I've bored everyone at work with it, so should try harder.
Do better. Do better,
Do
Rosie.
better. Every year I get to this bit and I'm like, what is wrong with me? And I'm like, it's just dark and winter.
But it isn't as dark. Like this morning I looked out and it was 7:20 and it was starting to get brighter. And it was like 4:20 and it still wasn't dark yet. So we're seeing like the glimmer.
I'm not getting there yet. Like when I leave the house, I'm gonna get to the house.
Oh yeah, no.
It's
When
still,
I get up and leave,
yeah.
it's still dark. Yeah, 1000%. And that's going to be me next week when I'm fucking traveling to South London for 3 days.
Yeah. Woo woo.
Hello and welcome to another episode of They're Not Even Real Housewives though. Rosie and Tajani are here, freezing our tits off. It is fucking cold in England. I did get a quick respite, as I tweeted earlier, about from the cold, rather, when I saw Kiki and Julia in their swimming costumes. I got all warm and fuzzy inside. And then it immediately disappeared and it
That's
got cold
a good
again.
tip for how to stay warm in these times.
Just watch Kiki and Julia walk around in a swimming costume. Yeah.
Yeah, in this economy, that's a great way to heat yourself up.
It's better than putting heat on, isn't it?
Mm. Oh my god, something's wrong with my smart meter and it's like super angry and it keeps flashing just like random numbers. It's very stressful. And you just walk in and it's like £423. I'm like, fucking hell. And then it's like, no, I meant £3.20. And you're like, right, good. Make your fucking mind up.
I've just fixed mine for 12 months. So I don't get any nasty surprises. That's next year's problem.
Yeah, well, that's how the entire world works, isn't it? Let's just fix this until we don't need gas and electricity anymore. It'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Until next year. Yeah, all right, cool. Words on the street.
I did have a word on the street. Yeah, do I know what it is? Absolutely, I don't. Oh, it's Bryn. Bryn's here.
What?
Bryn's in London. That was what
Bryn Whitfield?
Yeah.
Is it London?
Yeah, she was at Columbia Road at the weekend at the flower
I used
market.
to live by there. You could see it from my bedroom window. Why are we not following her? Why are we not doing this? Why are you telling me this now? And why are we not stalking her?
That's exactly what I said to the internet.
Well, that's not helpful for me, dickhead. Like, you should be telling me.
This is true. Yeah, I should have. I was looking at it and I was like, that looks like Columbia Road. Like, it doesn't. What I really do think was like, that doesn't look very nice.
Yeah,
like the background.
Not.
No. I was like, where is she there? It looks shit.
However,
I recognise that.
Yeah. However, a flat will cost you 5 million, but it's a horrible place to live.
Yeah.
On that note, I called you a dickhead. Do we now use the term penis head?
I think do you say penis head if it's like TV appropriate? Like you can't get bleeped for penis head? Is that the deal?
I don't know, but everyone, I don't know. I feel like
everyone said
different.
Penis head like it was an entirely natural thing to say.
I just think it hits different. I just think the penis head is way more aggressive than a dickhead.
Oh, do you think? I think it sounds more flaccid than a dickhead.
Oh yeah, penis does sound flaccid. You're right. All right, so we're sticking with dickhead then. Cool. All right, so we need to. What are you working tomorrow? Can we take tomorrow off? What are we doing? We're going to find Brit.
Where are you?
Oh, I've got
I saw another photo of her and on Insta, and she looked much more Chelsea based.
Oh, okay. She's looking for her husband.
I think she's with a man.
Oh, is she with that dude? What was his name? Caspian? No.
Austin?
No.
Fabian?
No.
Sebastian?
No. We're getting closer. No, we're going the other way now. Gamion? No. Gamion? No. Fucking hell, what was his name?
Yeah, no, wait, I nearly have it. Hold on. Ezra? No. Is it something? Is it Old Testament-y?
It begins with a G, I'm sure.
Gideon.
Gideon. There we go.
We got that. Yeah, maybe it's Gideon or a Gideon alike.
Yeah, she has a type, didn't she?
Rich men.
Rich white men, yeah.
Yeah.
Her and Marlo should be friends.
Should we? What are we starting with? Potomac? Or are we starting with Salt Lake? What do you want to talk about?
Let's do Salt Lake first. This is what the people want to hear.
Right. So I have to tell everyone about my really, really terrible Salt Lake experience. In the Hayu app hates me. It's so much tech. I need to be assessed. I think I'm one of those people who can I have a force field. I am breaking technology left, right, and center.
You need to be in QA. You need to be in QA and UAT in a tech company.
No, I'm not allowed in tech companies because they just melt.
Yeah, but I think that's why you need to be there. They'll pay you the big bucks to break shit.
Yeah, I'm like a kind of anti-terrorist device. You just put me next to them. So my Salt Lake played 30 seconds, then skipped back 15 seconds, then played another 30 seconds, then skipped back and played the second 30 seconds again, and then just stopped for a minute and then skipped back 15 seconds and played the 1 minute in 30 seconds and then stopped and then did 15 seconds back and then did the 30 seconds again, then did those 30 seconds again. And this was on repeat for 2 days. It took me 4 train journeys to watch Salt Lake. So I have heard all of the lines 4 or 5 times.
And do you remember any of them?
No. I felt insane. By the third train journey, I'd convinced myself I was editing it. It was a whole deal. People were people sat next to me were looking.
Oh wow. Okay. I love that. I would have paid to have seen you freak out at it on the train.
Well, because you can't freak out on the train, can you? So you have to just be silently.
Well, you can have a muted freak out, yeah, where you're just shaking your arms about but not really saying anything. Oh, fantastic. And you get on a big train too, those big trains.
The big train.
Where everyone is on a mission. It's different when you're on a tube or Elizabeth line.
It's not hop on, hop off. People are fucking committed. This is expensive. We are going distance.
Yeah, we're not here for your nonsense on this big train.
On the second journey, it starts trying to play part 1 of the reunion. I'm like, fuck off. I am not doing this for another 4 years. So that's the brain space I'm in. Come with me.
Okay, cool. All right. So you should be able to give me any normal person would be able to give me a blow by blow of what happened, but you probably don't remember any of it.
Well, we start with keep my fucking kids' names out of your mouth.
You fucking bitch. No, you piece of shit.
Yeah, because she thinks...
So Angie and Monica's argument continues.
But it's Monica has earned her fucking money at this reunion, right? It's a lot of Monica.
The internet is really not wanting her to come back, if you are to believe what you read.
Yeah, because I've spent so long researching this episode, I've really swung. I've been through all the emotions.
Yeah.
That she has to come back. She has to go. I think she has to go.
I think she should come back though midway through the season.
Oh, okay.
Like one of those ones where they were having dinner and then she walks in a big fur.
Boom.
And it's just I'm back.
Yeah, that's great. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Or in a foreign place.
Yeah, look, on their cast trip, she's just there. Yeah. I think Monica should come back. I think Monica has given Salt Lake the boost that it needed. I think between her and Mary coming back, I think it's given it something that it didn't have.
Yeah, and I think they're aware of I think Heather's very aware of that.
Well, yeah, Heather's
she's done all the work for Monica, hasn't she?
Well, absolutely, but they were in on it together.
Yeah, because if Heather hadn't at this very dramatic point revealed it all, no one would know, would they?
No, exactly.
Because I heard everything so many times, the cadence of her voice started to really annoy me, and that it's like particularly when she was talking about her mum, which is obviously very sad, if you choose to believe her.
Just choose to believe her, right?
Well, I think she believes what she's saying.
I truly believe that her mum has done all of these things to her, but I think her using it as a weapon for her behavior and her using it as a kind of woe is me situation when she's 40 is a bit tired.
And she's like, yeah, you're airing all your dirty laundry in public. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a really classy move, is it?
But Andy seems incredibly sympathetic to her about this whole situation. That everything he said about her mum, everything she was talking about when it came to her mum and their relationship, Andy seemed incredibly sympathetic and like, oh God, it must be awful. Like, I feel like that is the reason why he won't fire her. Because he
Maybe.
sees some kind of like human element of her. I don't know. There's something there.
I think he is very sensitive to the mother word, isn't he? I think he's super aware that it's something he can't really comment on, and like he's raising his kids without a mother, and I think it's something that he is hyper aware about.
Oh, interesting take. Okay.
So she talks about how she's like by not meeting her family in Bermuda, she was reliving her abandonment. And the cruel part of my brain just thought, why didn't you just go?
You can't be pitching up to the people at their house if they don't want you to come.
You honestly think that would be not in keeping with her behavior?
Yeah, that's a very valid point.
Like, she's prepared to fucking kick off and scream everywhere else and then scream at her mother. Why would she not be prepared to, like, go and ambush these people?
Yeah. But I think it's very interesting that her mum wanted to go on the trip. Like, why?
I mean, it's
because
like
she couldn't
next
afford
level fucking entitlement, isn't it? Yeah.
But is it because she couldn't afford to go by herself, or she
Quite
just didn't
possibly.
want Monica to have the moment?
Probably both.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the way, but she's so dramatic, isn't she? She's like, it's an unsolved mystery. It's like you just haven't spoken to her. A fucking unsolved mystery. Like, what did your mum have for tea? What's an unsolved mystery?
Okay, but let's be honest, that's like brilliant TV. Like, let's go. Like, she knows what she's doing.
Equally, I think production might hate Monica.
She's a lot, isn't she?
Yeah.
There's a lot to edit. There's a lot to tamper. There's a lot to like calm down. I think the starefall in Angie's was just, they were like, yeah, we're done. I can't. Like, this is too much.
It's just fucking calm down. And I think they're very like they're catching her.
Yeah.
In her kind of like, yeah, I was bleeding. And I think she thinks how they like took her for a CAT scan and stuff is like because she's the righteous victor, whereas they're just like, no, God, Molly, that bitch sue us.
Yeah, that she would sue. But although she does say that she would never sue anybody.
But she is suing.
Yeah, but she's only suing Heather because Heather's suing her. It's
because she hasn't paid her bills.
Well, I mean...
And then she was like, pay your bill. And she was like, no.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that
not?
bit.
And
I
it's
love
not
that
like,
bit so
this is
much.
not an accidental accruing of course that you went in and received beauty treatments.
Yeah.
Like, they will have had a price list. Like, it's not like, well, I just didn't know.
It's not a try before you buy situation.
No.
Yeah, like I actively had to pay for my laser today before I was allowed to leave the salon.
Yeah.
Did
you try to shouting no?
No, I didn't. And I didn't even try just walking out either, or asking the woman standing next to me if she had her credit card. I should have done all of those things. Why didn't I do any of those things? Rosie!
Oh, we're missing
the
beats.
Oh, yeah, all right. Next time. 6 weeks time. Check back.
Then they talk about her dad and how he's never been there, and Andy says, and you haven't seen him since then? And her face flashes and she thinks he's fucking here.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's all right, he's not there.
But I'm shocked that he hasn't reached out. And I'm going to say something
all gay men watch.
Okay, that's what I was going to say.
Do we even know he's gay?
That's what the mum... Well, yeah, the mum said, yeah,
exactly.
Okay,
the mum is so insane.
Yeah, true. Because he didn't want to give her dick anymore. He's only giving men dick. Yeah.
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 But she wants to know what he looks like, which I found sort of oddly superficial.
What? No, I don't think that's superficial. It's kind of, you'd be morbidly curious. Like, do I look like him?
But she has
Do I
photos
have?
of him, doesn't
No,
she?
apparently the mum cut him out of all
Oh,
the
I'm
photos.
thinking of Bree's dad,
Who's Bree?
the
Where?
eldest daughter, when she had that big album of all the photos.
Oh
But
yeah,
that was
yeah,
the
yeah,
daughter's dad.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's maybe
So
fair.
imagine your dad leaving you, and then the mum just going around cutting out all the pictures. What the hell?
Exactly what my mum would do.
Is it? Oh, see, like, yeah, no, my mom went like the opposite way. Like, she was like very forceful in my having a relationship with my father. I mean, listen, I'm cutting off penises, I'm throwing people down the stairs, and I'm cutting off photos, pictures of I'm burning clothes, I'm setting fire to your car. I'm doing all the stuff. So, I'm not saying I'm mad at Monica's mum. I just think it's bizarre that you would do that. Like, oh, yeah. Anyway,
Then she talks about how her mum banned her husband.
yeah, because she didn't want her to have anything, and that's off the back of Andy asking her if she ever done anything else to like squash your success. I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but
You dim your light.
yeah, because she
wanted
prayed
to
that
be in
she would
TV,
get the
and
show. I
Also,
mean,
I love this concept that, like, like there's war, there's floods, but God is listening to this. Like that's the kind of stuff God's like fumbling around in.
well, I'm loving the delusion. The delusions of grandeur. Like, what 75-year-old, how old is the mum? I don't know how old the mum is. Let's just say she's 75.
She's like 56.
Okay, fine. She doesn't look good because listen, Carl Richards is 55. That bitch looks good. Okay, so I don't know what's happened here. What's her name is also in her 50s. Sutton is in her 50s. She doesn't look as busted up as okay. They've all got money, so that's not fair. But
doesn't look as busted.
Like, you would just think that she's looking at a cast of 40 somethings at most.
Yes, it's a jump. Yeah, I mean Lisa's in her 50s, isn't she?
I don't know. But I keep getting flashes of her in Bermuda when she didn't have makeup on, and I was like, oof, honey.
Her skin has been too exposed to things. But like generally, Lisa looks like what is her name?
Lisa Barlow.
Linda looks like the skin that like Lisa Barlow has shed. She
I'm
is
like
reaching. So she banned Mike from the house, which again, in retrospect, was that a terrible idea? Was he? I mean,
he might have seen the side of Mike that wasn't.
Yeah. So in conclusion, I think the mum is probably a piece of shit. And I think Monica is a piece of shit, and maybe it's not her fault. Maybe it is.
I just think when you're 40, I say this all big and bad from my Hayu that's still struggling with her own trauma from her childhood. But I just feel like
2 years to fucking sort that out.
Yeah. And I just think at 40, you got to stop blaming people for your problems. And you can have it, and it can be what powers you, and it can be the catalyst and the driving force for you to better yourself. But I don't think that you can use it as an excuse and a weapon for your behavior. I just don't. I just think at this point, you've got to. I mean, it's great for TV, and I'm here for all of it. I hope she doesn't fix her problems, but I just there's a line.
Yeah, and I also think like if you have this level of like animosity with your mum, just don't see her.
It's hard though, when it's your mum. I've said this before. I don't know. It's not that easy.
I just think there's geography, man. Just move.
Oh, I feel like the mum will just move with her though. The mum will find out where she is.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, question.
Yeah.
Do we know why Whitney and her mum fell out?
For 16 years?
Yeah.
Is it not her leaving the church? No, it's when she married Justin.
Is that what it was?
Someone's divorced.
They're both divorced.
So that I think it's that.
Oh,
because if you're like devout and in there, like that's not going to be allowed, is it?
Okay.
I think it's that, but I don't know.
All right.
Even though, are Whitney's parents together?
No, I don't know. I was trying to think. No, I wouldn't have thought so because if the dad was in and out of rehab and had all those issues and stuff. But I don't know whether or not they divorced. There's different. You can
They might
separate
have
though,
just
right?
been, well, I don't think you're supposed to. But maybe they were together.
Yeah.
Officially.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Greek Easter.
Oh God.
So she falls down those stairs and she is saying that's because there isn't a handrail.
If you're not paying attention because you're screaming and crying and you're wearing high gigantic heels and you go to reach for a handrail that's not there, is a very viable reason as to why you would fall down the stairs.
Yeah, but we've already said several reasons you shouldn't be running down some. Like, we've all said how pointy and hard those houses are.
No, we've not. You have. I haven't said anything about these people's houses. You have to take real issue.
The health and safety person in me is, aware of them. So I wouldn't be running around in that house. Take your time.
Yeah, absolutely right.
So she falls,
yeah,
and then they come and see her, and then she's like, I'm fine. She's just embarrassed.
Yeah.
And then she like chucks her shoe down. She does it like a twat.
I just feel like she was throwing it down out of frustration. I don't
think she was throwing it at someone. I think she was, but I also think
Angie's family leaving because they felt their toddler was in danger is a bit of a reach.
I think there are loads. Right, listen, there are people who have never heard raised voices.
What?
Yeah.
Not my people.
No, but they might be Angie's people.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah.
How can the Greek mafia not have heard raised voices?
Yeah, well, this is maybe more evidence that they're not in the Greek mafia.
I know, I'll refute that claim. I'll refute it in the name of Jesus.
So then Meredith says, yeah, you could get her house.
I 1000% believe Meredith said that. And I think she was just really shocked and confused that Monica was going to tell everyone. Like, have we not met her by now?
No.
Okay, fine.
No, Meredith, she's whatever quaalude she's on, like, she is not really here with us. She's like 6 months behind.
With her invisible eyebrows.
Yeah. And then, so then and she was like, what, are you going to sue her? She's like, who the fuck have I sued? And Heather's sitting there like, excuse me? You fucking me, dickhead.
Touche, bitch. Touche.
Right. Does she know? Is that irony?
I think I've seen that somewhere in like a film or a TV show.
This is a
or something.
quote.
I think that's what that is, but I'm not 100% sure if she was quoting it because she thought it was funny or she's quoting it because she thought that that's how you say it.
No, I know we're not supposed to mock people if they say things wrong, are they? Like, there's that whole quote, isn't there? Like, if someone mispronounces a word, it's because they've learned it by reading, which is, great. Reading's great. But touche.
It's not even how you spell it. There's no T on the end. It's E with like a umlaut thing on the top. But yeah.
Umlaut.
Umlaut is German.
That's the little dots.
Yeah.
And then I think Andy loses interest in Monica. I think he's like, oh God, I'm done now. Something else. Someone said it's 5 minutes till mare, and he's like, I'm
out.
I'm done. Then we get into the Darnell Fowler, Delgado Garcia of it all.
Oh wow, you wrote the names down.
I did.
Good Lord.
Because can you imagine, again, like I heard them like a dance anthem, like so many times.
So how do we feel about her explanation about why she has 12 names?
I think the word excuse is better than explanation.
Fair, okay.
It sounded like something she'd already told a police officer. Yeah, no, I don't buy it.
No. I just think it's bizarre that you would use a dad's name who's essentially
a dad
disowned
who you
you.
don't know, who was so happy to leave you.
Although I think that just speaks volumes to the level of deceit she's willing to go by. Because she's like, no one is ever going to think that that's my name, because why would I take his name? So I could do whatever I want under this name and no one's ever going to think it's anything to do with me.
Is the dad Garcia?
I can't remember who was which.
Because
the
also
mum is
it's
Darnell.
She's Darnell, but like
Garcia. No, she's Darnell Garcia, the mum.
So Delgado is the dad, maybe?
Is the dad, yeah.
Fowler's the ex-husband.
Yeah.
Even so, Delgado is not like an unusual name.
Is
I
it
think
not?
this. Well, I know someone here called that.
Oh, okay.
So part of me thinks maybe she just was like, well, these are kind of plausible names, but slightly forgettable names. Like they kind of run under the radar, don't they?
Fair.
Like if I'm like, oh, my name's Rosie Thomas, no one's going to be like, that doesn't sound like your real name.
No.
Like it's plausible, isn't it? Like you go, like, oh yeah, this is my friend Sam Jones. No one's going to be like, don't believe you.
No, yeah, fair. Oh, I need to get my feet off the
But if you're
ground.
called like Humpelcrumpf, people are going to remember. They're going to be like, oh, I remember her. She didn't pay her bill.
Who?
Oh, don't. We've had these bloody.
Humpelcrump. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. So then we talk about Jack.
Oh, abs for days.
And Lisa
for
cannot
days.
understand like what people are like. It's not very Mormon to be like sending in like a hot, sexy picture, and she can't get it. She's like, he's been working really hard on his abs.
Yeah, but she also doesn't understand how the Mormon church hates
She
gay
doesn't
people
understand anything.
or they're
Like,
racist.
she doesn't understand that vanity is literally named as a sin.
She's Ramona'd this whole section.
She's God. I mean, absolutely. So but he's getting his visa and he's going next week, which is like super convenient, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so then she talks about how she is an LGBTQIA plus ally and Mormon.
Yep.
And everyone's like, nope, it's not a thing.
But the Mormon church isn't homophobic or racist. So
no, and she's like building a bridge. Like she's the second coming. She's here to fucking save the Mormon church.
One to
But she does.
Whoa! I just gave myself a scare. I moved the cable and everything went really loud.
Oh God. Hi.
Sorry, go on.
So does she admit that it's antiquated?
She does. That's what she said. But she said all religions are antiquated. She would never.
Which I suppose is true.
It is true, but you've got to understand at a certain point that when people are talking to you about something, you have to listen to what they're saying. You can't immediately fire back with, but if she's the definition of someone saying, you're racist, she said, I can't be racist because my next door neighbour's black. Like this is what I got from her in this. I don't think Lisa Barlow is racist. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying, like, I feel like in that moment.
Don't think she's Mormon.
Well, no, I don't think she's Mormon. And I love the fact that she won't accept that he's not going to come back as the same person.
Oh, because her brother was exactly the same. Everything's exactly the same. I'm like, but you guys aren't properly fucking Mormon. Whereas, oh shit, what's her husband called?
John
is properly Mormon.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
So, yeah, all of that I just thought was like hilarious.
I know.
And I was like, it's all right, I'll come and help. And Whitney was like, they were weird when they came back.
Yeah.
Like, not bad weird, but weird.
Yeah.
But even Andy says to her, like, he will not come back exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like, it's not bad. We're not saying it will be bad, but the difference between an 18-year-old and a 20-year-old who you haven't seen for 2 years will be something.
First of all, he's going to be having the most amount of sex.
No, I don't think so. Not out there doing that.
Oh, yes. Have you seen Colombian women?
But I think that's what they're like out there praying against, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think no. Jack Barlow's getting it. I'm just saying. When he's that bothered about his abs, are you telling me he's not going to fuck some hot Colombian chick? Yeah, all right. Do we talk about Mary's son?
Mary comes. Mary.
Yeah.
So again, I went through the entire gamut of emotions about Mary. Like, from like angry about how like arguably like dangerously insane she is.
Yep.
To like feeling sad for her, to thinking she is hilarious, to being so glad she's with us. Like, I just went through all of it.
I love the fact that Andy and everyone said to her, why is it that you feel like you can say whatever you want to everybody else, but no one can do the same thing to you? And she's just like, well, I'm Mary M. Cosby. Basically, is what she said. She's just like, I'm who I am.
But it's the way that she was like, no, that's not the case. And then Lisa was like, well, you can't, you dish it, but you can't take it. And she was like, don't talk to me. And she was like, but that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain this exact situation. She was like, we're done. And she's like, yes, exactly. That's exactly the fucking point I'm trying to tell you.
Oh.
And I actually agreed with Lisa in that, which is not a place I find myself in very often.
No, she was 100% right, 100% right in that moment. But I thoroughly enjoyed the fact that she didn't like Angie because Angie kept touching her with her food fingers.
The banana bread.
Oh, just. And the fact that Heather knew what she was talking about blew my mind.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how do you put that? Just insane.
And Angie's just like, oh yeah, sorry.
That's just who I
But
am.
why
I'm
is
very touchy.
everyone's so willing to like pander to her? It's
Because
just...
she kills people.
Yeah, that's that, yeah. Again,
People disappear.
This is more evidence that Angie is not in the mafia, isn't it?
Yeah, because she's terrified of Miriam
Because
Cosby.
she's like, oh, sorry.
Unless Miriam Cosby is the head of the Greek mafia.
That would
the church mafia. She made a conglomerate. What's the word I'm looking for? When people,
conglomerate?
yeah, you know, when things get merge.
Conglomerize.
Yeah. So she's got like the church, the Greek mafia, she's got the Mormons, she's got everyone
yeah.
all
But
working
she doesn't
together.
like the Mormons, does she?
No, because they're racist.
Because they're racist. No, she doesn't mind that they're racist.
Oh.
She's like, no, that's their thing. They can be racist. They just think we go to a different heaven, which is hell. And I was like, and that doesn't bother you.
Well, I mean, but she's from a place where she thinks she's
she's
God.
Like, God,
so
yes. I guess it doesn't really bother
it doesn't really matter to her, does it? Not at all. The conversation between her and Whitney could potentially have been very damaging if I think
I felt bad for Whitney. I think she did very well.
If Auntie hadn't stepped in, though, I don't think Whitney would have been able to convey her point well enough because she would have been too scared to respond.
Yeah, she like needed the beat, didn't she? Like laying down for her.
Yeah, and I think that was very scary to watch, actually, that Mary was happy to just throw that out there.
Yeah, you're racist.
But at the same time, she did call her a predator.
She did, and I think she is a predator.
Okay, fine. But I do think that putting that out there, now all of us call Mary M. Cosby a killer, cult leader. Like, she started this. Whitney started that. Obviously, we saw it all with our own eyes. But like, I don't know. I'm not saying Whitney deserved to be called a racist. No one does. And I don't think Whitney is racist. I just think that, like, it was a very... It's the same with the inbred comment. Like, you can't tell me a conversation about your house isn't as bad or is better than, like, just what?
But I think it is for Mary because like you say, she thinks she's God and all the little people are just furniture, which means the furniture is as important as the little people.
Oh.
I felt bad for Whitney, and I think she did quite well.
She did really well in that moment, really well.
Being like, and just to like, she was gentle but firm. Being like, just to clarify, have I said anything to you like that is that you would think is racist? Have I said or done anything? And she was like, no, I just think you are because you're a Mormon, and I think even though you haven't been for 20 years. And the person I'm sat next to is a Mormon.
And I think that when she said, like, there's things obviously that happen around me that unless you're my skin color, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
And when Whitney was like, that's fair. I can't. And I was just like, wow. Could you imagine having that conversation with Dorit?
No. God, no.
Or Lisa Barlow?
No. No, I don't think so.
All right.
I bet Dorit and Lisa would get on like a house on fire.
Oh, they're best mates. I guarantee it. They are best mates. They're sharing clothes. They're sharing glam squads. They're doing all sorts of stuff. Oh, and then that's it. Oh, no, we talk about Mary's sex life. I don't know if we should be talking about it. I don't feel comfortable. But, however, I did tweet about it, so I'm going to have to say it. So
that's a weird line.
Yeah.
Because everyone's an adult in this situation, aren't they? And she keeps saying, like, his girlfriend, and it's like, his wife. He's told you that they're married.
The internet is up in arms about this whole situation.
People are upset from both sides in a way that I find very interesting.
It's insane, the two sides of the story. So my whole thing is, as a female, if I am spending my life with somebody, he better be giving me the wickedest. So why are you setting yourself up for failure for the rest of your life? Like, if he's rubbing the inside of your left leg thinking he's touching your clitoris and you're going to come and asking you if it feels good and you're pretending like it does, that is your life forever. Like, you can't go through life like that.
Or alternatively, that woman is enjoying having sex with Robert Jr.
I don't know. No. He doesn't look like he's aware of anything that's happening, just looking at him.
But
And that's
I
why
just think-
Mary said, stop faking, because she knows. She raised that boy. She's like, his dad is shit in bed, so he's probably shit in bed. So I'm saying it now.
Do you not think that there is a difference when you're having sex with someone that you've sort of chosen to have sex with, as opposed to someone who used to be married to your gran who arranged your marriage?
Yeah.
Like, I think Mary's standards of sex, I'm going to assume that Robert Senior is the only man she's ever had sex with. I think because wasn't she like really very young
Yeah.
and like very Christian?
Yeah.
So probably she's only had like sex a few times and didn't want to.
Yeah.
So the concept of enjoying sex, I think, is insane to her.
Fair. I'll
But
give you
also,
that
I
one.
feel like if I was walking past my children's bedroom in, when they're adults, and I heard people having sex, I don't think I'd go in.
Oh,
I think I'd just walk on by.
Absolutely not. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. I don't, my kids aren't ever having sex, so it's fine. It's never going to happen to me. It's not.
Right, that
It's not a
sounds
thing.
healthy.
Shush, look, let me deal with it when it happens, okay?
Sure.
I'm thoroughly about sex and sexuality, and I understand it's a part of life, and I get it, and I couldn't live without it, but my kids, no. No. Yeah, why would you walk in?
Because again, I'm like, maybe she just doesn't know. Maybe she just doesn't know what normal sex sounds like. But also, she doesn't. So she until she sees the wedding license, she like the marriage certificate. She doesn't believe they're married.
Well, I think if she can go and continue, I wonder if it has any legal implications, this. So, like, if she can pretend like it didn't happen, or she can get it annulled, or she could do something, this bitch doesn't have any say in the money.
Any of her money.
Yeah.
Because if I was that girl, I'd be trying to off Miriam Cosby.
No, I wouldn't be trying to off her. I would, like, feed her stuff so she gets really sick.
Like heavy metal poisoning.
Yeah, I do duty from Saltburn.
Cool.
When it gets the house.
Rosamund Pike it.
Yeah.
He does kill her. That is killing her.
Yeah, but it's like a slow.
You're not pushing her down Angie's stairs.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Yeah.
Part 3 should be exciting. Touchette, my friends. Touchette. All right, so Potomac.
So
Potomac is...
what sad, hard trauma should we talk about this week?
Gosh, I mean, Jesus. So just everybody, if you don't want to hear about Potomac, then skip.
Yes, a little trigger warning probably to anybody who doesn't want to listen to. We might talk about sexual violence and things like that.
I will put in the description of this episode where we stop talking about Potomac, so you can see the minute ticker, so you can pause, go have a look at the description, and skip forward if you want to at this point.
So, joyfully, we are finally back in Potomac.
But then we still have to hear about Texas. Like, why am I still hearing about Texas?
I really liked the line of Wendy going, "You chose to eat cereal for dinner." And then after that, I didn't want to hear any more of the discourse about the rehashing. I'm like, we have barely escaped.
I'm over it.
The Texas chicken massacre is done. We do not need to continue to live there.
Yep. And then
we go to the cooking class.
No, we see Ray and Karen sitting down and talk first. And Karen is upset with Ray because he tried to rush her off the phone. I thought that was really funny. I don't know why. It stuck with me, and it
when
really
they went out
me.
to their like gazebo.
Yeah, outside when it's freezing cold. We haven't got a big old house you can sit in. But anyway, fine. Yeah, the cooking class. Ooh.
Love the cooking class.
Who was one calling baby on the phone in front of Wobbin?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Just, his friend, his assistant, his laundry pal. Mia's not here for it, is she? You did it on the phone? You're on the phone. You can do that over the phone. Did you pay over the phone? You shouldn't have done that. Were you on the phone? Did you go there? Did you go inside the room? Where did you go? I was like, yes, Mia, please.
And it was Robin's like face when she was just like, is he going to answer this question? Like she was like, am I going to get the truth? What's happening here?
And then she was like, well, their stories match, so they have rehearsed.
I love Mia so much. I've said this from the moment she joined the show. I said from day one, she's a top tier fucking housewife. She brings comedic value.
She does bring comedic value.
I've loved Mia from day one.
I mean, even turning up and she's like, I thought we could do this because I don't think Robin can cook.
No.
And we all went,
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't know how to like fucking crack an egg, does she?
Oh. It was painful watching them make pasta.
I've never made pasta. I'd like to hold my hands up and say I've never made pasta, but I can make fucking scrambled eggs. Like, I was like, I know how to crack an egg.
Just even a fried egg at this point, like anything. Oh, I've got bees in my feet.
Oh, that's not the term.
I know, that's what my kids say. I've got bees in my feet.
My kids still say pins and noodles. So yeah, I just feel like Kwan is just still so shit to Robin.
Oh,
like he has to be there filming, and he's still a dickhead.
Does he know he's on TV? Like, does he know we can see him?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because that's just not a way to behave in public. Anyway, and
then he says like, "Oh yeah, next time I won't do that." I'm like, next time, mate.
Robin needs to be signed into his Instagram account on her phone.
Yes.
So she gets the notifications as soon as stuff happens.
Yeah. And all of his accounts and all of the things.
All the things.
His Ashley Madison account.
I mean, yes.
So then does Wendy talk to her mom and say like, you're like, oh, I haven't spoken to you. Like, no, you don't have a... She's like, no, I don't have a shrine. No. So this is very convincing.
I didn't believe anything Wendy's mum said. Also, still believe that it's all complete bullshit. So I'm like, I'm in a weird...
yes, you're right.
I'm in a weird situation right now. I don't believe any of this
crap,
happened.
And yet this is still staged and lying. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand what. And was she drinking red wine out of a straw? Because she's my new best friend.
I think that's a dental cleaning game, isn't it?
Yeah, I tried to drink coffee out of a metal straw once. Did I tell you about that?
No, did that get hot?
Smart.
No,
that was not smart. And I took my coffee black too.
Oof.
Dear Lord. I'm supposed to be like a reasonably intelligent person, and for some reason I didn't put that together, that was going to be like
so sneaky, isn't it? Heat,
molten lava in my mouth, like fucking hell. Yeah, anyway, I don't believe anything Wendy's mum said. Also, don't believe that Wendy's mum has a shrine. So I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird. Everyone's a dickhead at this story.
Absolutely. But my favorite moment of this whole episode was Grace and Giselle doing their
self-defense class.
Also, I tweeted, at not one point would I ever consider taking my kids to a self-defense class.
Because then they know how to defend themselves against you.
Well, no, I'll fuck them up same way. Like, come at me, I dare you. But it's more of for a protection standpoint when they go to uni. Like, I feel like I'm a terrible mum, especially a girl mum. Like, I feel like I'm really shit. And then watching the rest of the episode pan out about how all of these things have happened, like, I just think it's, yeah.
Just hadn't considered it, and you should have.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think this is one of these areas where a little knowledge is a terrible thing.
Do you think so?
I genuinely don't know. I think the problem with people who do self-defense classes is they're often the sort of people who want to start a fight. Whereas I don't know, I don't know. Like, I think I'd only really thought about it in terms of like getting mugged, in which case, like, you're better off just doing some role play of going, fine, take it. Like, aren't
Yeah,
you?
but what happens if you're in a
But
sexual
if someone's
assault
trying to,
situation?
if someone's trying to rape you, I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do. Scream?
You're supposed to scream. You're supposed to if you feel like you can't get out of the situation, you're supposed to try and take DNA away from the situation, right? So you're supposed to like scratch or
go for people's
bite
eyes.
or do
Oh,
something.
God.
But like, yeah, I was like, fuck, I'm a shit girl mom. I didn't think about this.
She
but
has like
now,
an 18-year-old though. We have little kids. We've got time.
well, yeah. And at the moment, the way my daughter is,
It's
God
fierce.
help anyone that comes near her.
Yeah.
She'll fucking
That's
kill
what I
her.
mean. I'm just not sure that she needs any kind of like
No,
martial
she doesn't need
arts
extra
knowledge.
help, no, she does not.
Like-
Well, at the moment, anyway.
Like ringing you up, like she's got like throwing stars at school.
So she bit someone today.
I liked the conversation. I thought it was really good of Giselle being like, just to be clear, if and when you see me cry, it's not because I don't want you to go. I was like, that's really good. That's really big of her.
And Grace is like, yeah, I'm
Gives
ready
no
to leave.
fucks. Which
I'm
is
ready to
also
go.
good though, isn't it? I think that's great. And it's also some bluster.
I think it's great that it means that she's raised their kids right. Like,
Yeah.
that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to raise them till they leave.
Want to leave.
And
Also, Grace will cry.
of course she will.
And then she will be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, why did they call Jason?
Just comic relief.
Okay. Because Grace did not look impressed with that telephone call.
No, she gives no fucks.
No, she does. They're still banging. They're still together. She was on not Robin, the other one. What's her name? Giselle was on Watch What Happens Live this week, and she was seeing Jason that night.
Excellent.
I'm really impressed.
I think it's a level of commitment she can handle, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
every other week.
She's the problem in their relationship. I feel not problem. I just feel
she's
like
a problem. Yeah, it's just what it is.
Yeah, but that's cool. I like that. She's not clingy. She's not. Well, that's probably why her husband cheated on her, because she just didn't give a fuck. That was horrible thing to say, wasn't it? I shouldn't have said that.
Maybe because her husband cheated on her, now she gives less fucks.
Okay, yeah, your version's better. All right, let's go with that.
So then Nneka and Candice go for lunch.
That's after we find out she has some breast lumps.
Oh yeah, in the car.
Yeah, I didn't feel it for her. Like, I didn't care. Is that awful?
It was dramatic for the sake of being dramatic, wasn't it? It's like everybody has said,
yeah,
like that it's fine, and they just need to look at it later.
Yeah, you just pumped your body full of fuck ton of hormones for IVF or egg retrieval.
Yeah,
stuff happens.
I just think they do generally, like, and maybe I'm being overly optimistic, but like generally when they find something they want to look at, they get you in quite fucking quick again to have a look at that.
Do. Yeah, absolutely.
So they go for lunch, and I was really confused by Nneka ordering lamb chops and a lemon drop.
Why?
That two things could not go together less.
What, vodka and vodka goes to everything, babe.
Lemon and lamb.
Yeah, fair. I'll give you that. Mint and lamb. It should have been like a mojito or something.
Or like a red wine.
Well, yeah, that too. But yeah, I don't know. I think the whole conversation was really bizarre. And like their whole interaction was really bizarre. I don't think either of them wanted to be there. I felt like that was set up by production.
Entirely set up by production, and it was like free lunch, but then nobody ate any lunch.
They left with full plates.
Full plates got taken away. And it's just Nneka like getting her infertility storyline out there.
Yeah, I did like production flashing back to every time Candice has called someone a bitch, though.
Yeah, and she's like, "Well, calling someone a bitch, we can't do that. Bitch."
It was I completely forgot when she called Ashley the bulbous-headed bitch. Like, I actually cackled. Like, it was like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that. That was good. She got some great insults, Candice.
Oh,
I mean, she's a horrible person, but she got some great insults. Yeah, it is just infertility storyline. That's what's coming up next, isn't it? That's her
thing.
That's her thing, yeah.
And Candice sort of tries to say, like, oh, you know, like, been like, stress is bad, chill out. And she's like, I'm stressed. She's like, yeah, that's the point I'm making.
What's she stressed about, though? She don't work.
She's stressed about not being able to get pregnant.
Does she have a job? She's a lawyer, but does she have a job?
She's merely a lawyer.
Does she have a job? What's her job? Does she have a job?
It's the Vicky Gumbelson section.
I mean, we could do that by every housewife every week.
Just have a job.
But
What's your
then
job?
we could
What's your
play.
job?
But then we say that. But then our whole podcast is based around the fact that they have jobs.
Yeah.
They're not real housewives. So why am I bitching? I don't know. I'm in a funny mood.
And then we move into preparation for the PAVE event.
Yes.
And we see, so Mia is talking to G about how she doesn't really know she wants to go.
Yep.
And then we see everyone starting to turn up, and they've all got their donations, and they're all like coming together and turning up for Karen. Mia's there in that like Izzy Miyagi outfit, which I think looks amazing.
Is that Izzy Miyagi?
I think it's in that vein, isn't it? That kind of.
Oh, that's one of the best smelling scents on a man ever.
Oh yeah, that smells good. And everybody starts telling their stories of how they've been sexually abused.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and it's like for most of the women.
Yeah, for me, it was that out of the women who said it, most of them have said that at the time they hadn't even realized what had happened.
Yeah.
Like, how uneducated have we been, and how in control has a man been of females' lives for this amount of time that it was acceptable or questioned, or and like I know I was saying about teaching, like taking my daughter to a self-defense class for when she's older, but actually the one thing I can power her with is knowing what is consensual and what is not, and what is acceptable and what is not, and the fact that someone will believe you.
I think it's that the fact that if you turn around and tell me something, I'll believe you
1000%, no question.
Yeah, forever and ever.
I would never say, oh, was your skirt too short? Are you sure you said no because you were drunk? You were asking for it. Like, what the fuck? I think
the language. It's the language, and this is what's so annoying when we see these like rich entitled women in Miami like fucking up their kids. It's like, are you even giving kids the language? Are you teaching them what sex is? Are you teaching them what should feel good, that you are consenting to this, that this happens, and that these things are not given, these things are things that you have to be up for, and that these things are adult things?
Yeah.
The amount of fucking grown-ups who can't say penis and vagina, and you think, right, yeah, and you're like, and you're gonna make sure that your kid can verbalize that they are comfortable or not comfortable with something.
Yeah, 1000%. It's like, I've never used a nickname for genitalia when it comes to my children. I've always used the correct terms.
Yeah.
And I've had a few people ask me why. Like, isn't it? I've had people tell me it's inappropriate.
I've had people being like, oh my God, it's so weird. Like, it's so funny hearing him say penis. And I'm like, why?
Because that's what he has. And then I tell you something else. When he says to somebody, God forbid this ever happens, it would never happen, but when any one of my kids says to somebody, that person touched my vagina, that person touched my penis, there is no fucking question or debate about what happened.
Exactly.
If someone says, my uncle touched my cookie,
could mean anything.
It could mean anything. Arm your children with the correct language from day fucking one.
It's insane, isn't it? But I mean, listening to those women, my heart broke for them.
I can't even begin to
and they can't be the anomaly. Like, it was so prolific, it was so rife, it was so many of them, and it's so many women, and I thought it was really fantastic that they all opened up and all spoke about it.
I want to know details, and I know not in a morbid way or anything like that, but I just want to know what happened to Mia. I want Mia to be able to talk about that situation, only because it sounded like it was a really common situation that would happen in a friend group.
Yeah.
So when I mean by that, I mean it was her best friend's boyfriend.
Yeah.
But her best friend dropped her there.
She left.
Did she do it on purpose?
Who knows? And she didn't. Well, Mia was saying that she didn't think she did. That she but she on some level blames her.
Yeah,
but exactly. I think she said she thinks it's
something that would happen.
Yeah.
So I feel like that needs. Not that she has any reason to tell her the world and she doesn't owe me shit, but I just feel like that's an interesting thing. And then Ashley with the family member,
Yeah.
what happened there? And then with Robin, when Robin was like, something happened to me, but I didn't even know
I
it
didn't
was
even really know.
what would happen. Like they've done a lot by talking about it, but I
Yeah.
just feel like there's another nugget for like the younger viewer to understand that, oh wait, shit, that's exactly what happened to me.
Or could happen.
Or could
I
fuck.
thought Giselle did a really good like linchpinning of like kind of being the narrator almost,
Yeah.
of being like, this has happened and this is what like I want to learn. And when she talked to the founder and said like it was slightly clunky, wasn't it? Being like, what do I tell people? Like, what is the information that like, because otherwise this is a sad slash powerful lunch.
Yeah.
But none of us didn't think sexual assault happened. Whereas she was like, what is your piece to camera? And I thought that thing about trusting your instinct and not being quiet and not being compliant and going, I'm not comfortable here, I've got to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And if we all agree that that's absolutely fine, then it's always fine, isn't it?
Well, yeah, there's that.
Right, isn't it?
And yeah. But that's it. That's the end, right?
Yeah, that's it. And I think then everyone sort of says like, you know, well done. And then people who says kudos to the grand dame, is that Giselle? I thought that was a nice ending.
Because she acknowledged her as a grand dame.
Yeah, and that she just like they could have like, you know, like Marisol had an event and it's like, look at me, I'm rich, here's some free shit because we're rich. Whereas Karen has chosen to be like, here is an actual cause that is really worth being on, like, talked about on the TV for like an hour of your day. So, you know, good for her.
Yeah, I suppose when said like that. Yeah.
Beverly Hills?
Let's go. Beverly Hills. Who sings that?
Good Charlotte.
I don't know.
Is it one of them?
That's your era.
So we essentially open with RV on FaceTime to Sutton doing her hot Pilates.
Oh my god, they are everything. I love them
it.
so much. Oh, just Sutton. This whole episode. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And then Erica's explanation of the no, ma'am, she's like, where I came from.
Yeah.
You're looking to fight somebody.
Slapped. Then we see Erica in the gym practicing her dance moves for her show. And then Garcelle is at the face gym, and I thought, yeah, Garcelle knows what the fuck she's doing, man.
Oh, I mean, a moneymaker right there.
Yeah. But like, don't dick around with this other shit.
No.
Spend the money on the face.
Absolutely. And condoms for your son. And then Kyle goes to Sutton's.
And she looks in her fridge. So rude.
Did you notice how she didn't open it all the way so cameras couldn't see?
No. She's
not done that one, is she?
No. Not her first rodeo, is it? I thought that was really crappy.
What, that she did that? I go in people's fridges all the time.
Not to prove they have eating disorders.
No, not to do that. I just like to eat people's food. I just oh, that looks nice. Can I have that?
That's a whole different vibe.
That's generally how it goes. But then we talk about homeless or toothless. I thought we would never hear about these people again. But here we are.
I had to have a moment. I was like, not again. How will any of us survive?
Where is Kathy Hilton? I need Kathy Hilton. She has worked with the homeless and the toothless. Now, explain something to me. This came up on Twitter, so this isn't a unique thought of mine. Why are we focusing on getting these people teeth and not homes? This is very Beverly Hills, isn't it? Like, how they look is way more important about where they live.
I think it's that if you maybe in order to get a home, you have to have teeth there. I'm sure there is good medical. Like in the olden days, like in the Victorian times, people were said to have like often the cause of death was like gum disease, and that wasn't true. It's just if you don't have any teeth, like infection can get into your body.
Okay.
Because your mouth is wet and you're shoving things in there.
Okay. Just a lot about vagina, but sure.
So maybe it's that. Like maybe it's like as a preventative health measure. If you give people teeth, they're gonna be able to like not get sick and eat better.
I don't like the fact that you've tried to defend this whole
No,
situation.
neither do
That's
I.
annoyed
Neither do
me.
I. I
But-
retract that. You're right. Why don't we get them homes?
Yeah.
Or even, I mean, maybe both. Homes with a dentist, like.
Mhm.
Also, like so many people who are not homeless, like, don't have access to a dentist. But you're right. At the mention of toothless, not homeless, I thought, no, what time warp have we fallen into? That, and everyone's so aware of it. Everyone's like, did I say it right? We remember how to say it. I don't want. It's too much. I can't.
It's brilliant though. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. It gave me like a level of
They were laughing.
enjoyment I wasn't expecting. Like, I don't know. I thoroughly
It's hard
enjoyed
to
it.
laugh at a homeless charity, isn't it? It's hard to find the joy, and yet we did.
Oh, I found every piece of joy. Yeah, every piece of joy. However, explain to me also another conundrum.
Conundrum, go ahead.
Mo,
He can come to homeless, not toothless, but he can't come to your best friend's memorial.
yeah, explain it to me. Even Sutton has an issue with that. When Kyle sees that on the episode, I wonder what Kyle's thinking right now she's watched the episode.
I think she's aware, because she's said now, hasn't she, that they're just like broken up.
Yeah. She's done being there for him and he's not there for her. Which I get, I understand it.
But like, I think for him it's not deep, it's not malicious. He's like, this is my schedule, I'll come when I'm here.
Yeah, but I think that's how he's always been.
Yeah.
And now she's like, do you know
here's
what?
the priority of the schedule.
And I think her friend Steph had a lot to do with her being like, do you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck you,
man. There's not a rehearsal.
Like, we get one time around and I'm not looking to hang about.
Yeah.
So she's invited everyone to Barcelona.
I am already anxious about how annoyed I'm gonna feel about Dorit saying Barcelona. I can't. And she hasn't even said
Can
it
she
yet.
speak Spanish? Is that one of her languages?
Sí.
Is it one of her languages?
Sí, hablo en español.
Okay.
Muy bueno.
Who
the fuck knows? What other languages? Because what is it? I don't know. What does she speak? 4 languages?
Yeah.
So maybe not actually, because she speaks Italian, French, English, and Hebrew. So maybe she doesn't.
Did she speak French? Where did you
Did
get
she
that
not
from?
speak French? I don't know. I just assumed.
Oh, I don't know.
So maybe she speaks Italian, Spanish. Is that not a bit of a cheat? Are they not quite similar? No, we're gonna
Yes
get
and
notes.
no. No, they are. No, they are. Like, they are very different. But if you speak one, it's easy to learn the other one.
Okay, cool.
Because a lot of the like grammar and stuff is the same, and like how you say certain things, but like words. Some of the, like como estás and como estai.
Yeah, we got some links, right?
Yeah, yeah. Excuse my terrible pronunciation of those words.
Barcelona.
But I can understand Italian and I can't understand Spanish, which is weird.
Okay.
But I did work for an Italian company for 10 years, so I have
exposure.
I have some. I can say a lot of swear words. Put it that way.
Crystal and Garcelle talk about how Anne-Marie is like shaming Sutton. I mean, we're all over this conversation, right? We're all over this topic.
I'm over Anne-Marie at this point. I don't want her on my
Kyle,
TV
you're
anymore.
Right. Kyle calls her Anna-Marie.
See? It's not spelt that way.
Who's getting it wrong?
I'm going to say the bunch of white ladies can't be bothered to learn the black lady's name.
But she equally has.
Garcelle says it too, so
she spelt it wrong then in that case.
Yeah, it's her fault.
Like, objectively, it's Anne-Marie. She's told Crystal that she was a doctor.
Anesthesia, the same thing Dr. Nicole is.
Anesthesiologist.
That's the one.
You can tell I worked on Holby.
But she's not. She's a nurse
practitioner.
I don't know what she does.
She's a nurse anaesthetist.
What does that mean?
She
still puts people to sleep.
Yeah, but she doesn't have the final say.
Oh, okay. So she's putting the injection in the body. She's not in control of what injection goes in.
Usually it's airborne, isn't it? Like usually you breathe in the anesthesia.
No, you get an injection, don't you? Sometimes.
I don't know, maybe. But I think she can do most of it, but She's not a doctor. She's not made to medical school.
Bitch is
Like
dickhead.
she's not got a doctorate. I'm not sure the exact differences, but she's not a doctor. Not
Oh,
to say that she's not still highly skilled and really important. But
I'm sure. But at this point, no one cares.
yeah.
I couldn't think of anything worse than having to sit through another episode of this bitch being on my TV.
No, absolutely can't be asked.
I'm over it.
So then we go to the Beverly Hills Hilton.
Yes.
It's a bit awkward, isn't it, for homeless and two. It's like Kathy is haunting us.
Well, I mean, do you think they got a discount?
No.
No, probably not.
I don't think people get that rich by giving out discounts.
No, and I don't think the Hilton still own the Hilton.
Oh yeah, that's probably true because it's the DoubleTree Hiltons, aren't they? So they sold them.
Yeah.
And PK and Dorit are getting ready for the event, and PK has been actively listening in therapy, and he's telling her to relax
And saying the stuff that she's uncomfortable to say.
He's more present. He's tackling her problems. He's saying these people are here to do their jobs. That is a really valuable person in the team. The person who tells the person who's stressing out to calm the fuck down because there are people here to do these jobs. That's a great person.
Absolutely.
I had a flashback to last week when I thought, do you think their therapist looked like Kristen?
From Girls Trip?
Yeah.
No.
Go and look.
All right. I know she was blonde, but I don't know anything else.
That'll do. I like the term, if it's on his lung, it's on his tongue.
Fucking genius. Because that's how I live my life. Just say whatever comes up.
See, nobody believes me. I'm like, this is as polite as I can be. I'm not saying a load of things. This is the filtered version. You don't want to live inside my head. Tell me your thoughts about Crystal and Jeff.
Okay, so on my notes, it says Crystal's lunch with her boyfriend. Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I actively typed that. I actively typed that out and put it on my notes. Yeah.
I don't think there is a level of closeness that one can achieve where one should share a burrito. I think that's incest.
Also, as well, like, why? No, like, no,
absolutely not.
No. Can we also talk about how calm he is? Like, I can't imagine having my sister fuck up my entire life.
And then sit there and be like, you did a good job. It's time to back off. I think he's workshopped this lunch.
Oh, so he's done the whole we sat with a friend and they've been her and he's all right.
And he's gone, no, turn the crazy up 75 more points.
Okay. I just think I understand her point, and I understand her saying, like, it's our entire life. He's been the only, like, man, boy, apart from the dad, obviously. And
that's totally normal to loads of people.
1000%. But we don't understand Chinese culture, is what she's going to say next.
Okay, yeah. Family's important to us. We eat food.
Yeah.
What a leap. So he says to her that Vivi was never accepted.
Yeah.
And Crystal tries to like fight back against that, but and she's like, yeah, that's true. But she literally cannot hear him say the word wife. She covers his ears, her ears.
Yeah.
You have to sort that shit out. And I think that's because she is in love with him, and she, in a way that she's never going to be in love with Rob.
Dear Lord.
Through all of this, while I thought she's so scary, then she's got that new pink testimonial look where she's in like a pink tuxedo jacket, and she has never looked better.
She looks fantastic in it, doesn't she?
Amazing.
Yeah, she really does. I think Crystal's serving all the looks this season, though. Yeah. She's looking good, and I'm loving me some activated Crystal. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm here for it.
So then he's like, yeah, I'm going to move to Asia, which I'm like, this is how you know he's scared of you, because he hasn't specified where in Asia he's going to move. And she like pushes him and he says Bangkok. But that's like as much information as you're getting.
Yeah, Bangkok is like a big
place. It's a big place.
You can't
it's not huge, but there's lots of people there.
Yeah. If you want to disappear in the world, that's one place you can go.
Yeah, it's great. Just don't drop your cigarette butts. They don't like that.
Then I might have a problem.
You get fined. So then we're going to Homeless, Not Toothless. It's okay. We're all going to say it right. It's all going to be fine. We're all going to make it. Dorit's getting ready. And then I thought, when she goes out onto the balcony to have her photos taken, Like, does she earn money from this content? Like, obviously she's paid to be a housewife, but then when she posts photos, does she earn money then, or is she getting sponsored to wear those clothes? Or is it just purely an indulgence because she likes having a photo taken?
That, because doesn't she say in one of the seasons previously that she pays full retail for all of her clothes? She doesn't get anything thing. So, I mean, I
don't
thought that was
believe that.
bullshit at the time, but I'm just going by what she said then. Then obviously, nothing that she's not
because
gaining
their money
anything.
is fucked up at the moment.
The,
Like,
the fashion designer part as well threw me.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
been on her website? There is no website.
The wedding dress one?
Yeah, you can't. Well, that and the whole, all of it. You can't buy anything.
Oh, really? You did used to be able to order things on the wedding dress one, like within the last few years.
Yeah, no, but at the moment,
You can't.
You can't purchase anything.
Good. Good.
So, I don't know.
She's got an issue there. I mean, really, maybe, but just design doesn't mean that anything is made.
Yeah, I know, but calling yourself
like,
a
are
fashion
we all a
designer
designer?
is...
Like, I can draw a fucking house. Am I an architect?
No.
But who
I
knows?
put some IKEA
Maybe
flat
I
pack
am.
together yesterday in my builder.
Yeah, I reckon so.
I reckon so. I'm a contractor. Hire me, people.
Crystal did some Googling. Is she a doctor?
Well, more of a doctor than this other bitch. Fucking hell. 5 minutes it took her to find out about the esophagus. It's taken her hours of research and asking people, what the hell?
Don't go to whatever hospital she works at.
Absolutely not. So anyway, so Erica arrives and
everyone's here. William H. Macy is here. Erica's here.
All I saw was Sutton's legs. Erica's legs were so skinny when she got out of the car.
Yeah.
What's Sutton's legs? That's not normal.
They all can't get out of those great big cars in their tight dresses. It's really
it's hard, isn't it? It's a tough life. It's a tough life. And what's an MP?
Magical pussy.
Magical, that's the word. I couldn't think of the other word. Magical pussy.
Now she's got a magical esophagus. It's
I'm here for it.
And silky and tight.
I'm here for it. I went to the doctors. I went to the cooch doctor today. I have a magical pussy also, if that is the definition.
I thought Sutton's dress was great.
Sutton looked amazing, but Sutton always looks good.
Except
when she's
time.
casual. Yeah, when she's casual, not so much. Right. But when she's like going out, she always looks amazing. And then Anne-Marie
turns up, and I love all of them do the ventriloquist chat where they're all going, oh, she's coming over, oh my god,
oh god,
and they're all smiling, and they're all like going, oh my god, what are we gonna do, it's happening now.
And then Sutton starts with the no ma'am, no ma'am, and it escalates. Crystal calls her a bitch. It's just brilliant. Oof.
Absolutely brilliant.
I thoroughly enjoyed all of that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with calling someone a bitch at a black tie event. If she's acting like a bitch, call her a bitch.
She's a bitch. Call a bitch a bitch.
I mean, we're not here for a good... No. I don't know what I was going to say.
Time. We're here for a good time.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Move on.
We're not homeless. We're toothless.
Apparently, though, Anne-Marie is a critical thinker.
She's a critical thinker, yeah.
So she was unable to accept what she said, what Sutton had said about her esophagus.
Because she was her brain was just in medical investigative mode. Like, you have young children. You're telling me you can't turn that off? No one believes that, bitch. Or else you'd be rushing your kids into surgery every 2 hours because they'd be like, I'm hungry again, even though I just ate. You'd be like, you got some sort of magical stomach where your food falls out the back of you?
You got webs! Keep it moving! And then my mum turns up and has a picture taken with Erica. I was like, this bitch didn't tell me she was on Beverly Hills. Wow. Rosie's actually lost her mind. She's taken her headphones off and everything.
Yeah, that's pretty much I love that lady, and I hadn't really put it together that it could be your mum, but it could be your mum.
What the actual? My mum's not that old. She'll kill me. She doesn't look as
furious.
Yeah, she's not that old, but like everything, the pink hair, the pink outfit, everything was like, that's my mum.
Your mum's met Paula Abdul.
Yeah. I mean, probably.
I bet neither of them can remember, but I bet they have. Then we sit down to dinner, and Mo's just like, here you have a small esophagus.
I died. I absolutely died. See, if him and Kyle split up, I'm going to have an issue with not having Mo on my TV. I am. I enjoy drunk Mo. I enjoy high Mo. I enjoy all the Mo's.
Then fashion designer Dorit comes out, and she has got Ramona eyes in her speech. Like, she is petrified.
Also, why are we doing the boobs? It's a charity event.
Yeah. Get your tits out. Get your tits out for the homeless.
It's too much, no?
It's too much. But also, haven't you got PTSD about, like, busy spaces?
Well, that's why she was freaking out about the security and all the people there at the start, right?
I just think, why are you hosting a gala if you've got PTSD?
Because she's doing it for the people who need to look pretty where they have nowhere to live.
And then Taylor Dean comes out. Never heard of her.
Wait, what?
No, I was like, I don't know who this is.
This is like you say you've never seen Mean Girls.
Yeah.
I thought Anne-Marie was dying on that hill by herself.
No.
You've never heard Telling It to My Heart?
No, I've heard the songs, but I didn't know her name.
Wow. Okay. We have to move on. I can't. We have to move on. I just... That is hurtful.
I'm sorry. My mum didn't hang out with Boy George. I know these people.
Yeah, fair. I grew up around all these people. No. And then everyone's
going to sit down and make friends before they go to Barcelona.
Yes, they got to have a moment, and they start packing for Barcelona, and everyone's phoning everyone.
Yeah.
And
Anna Marie, now we know it's Anna Marie.
Erica
I love
amazing
Erica.
in that pink robe. What
she
is that
knows
pink
it.
robe?
That's why she knows it. That's why she's like, let me FaceTime Kyle. Let me FaceTime Crystal. Like, look at me. Look, I look fucking amazing.
Oh, old Erica's back though, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Like the serving the looks Erica is. She's back, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I really am enjoying it.
Yeah. And then Anna Marie rings Sutton and apologizes. Ish. She sort of tries to apologize.
Yeah. I like the way that Sutton wasn't letting her read it away with it
she was
much.
like, sorry, no.
Yeah, that's not quite how it went
part.
down.
It's all your part.
Mm-hmm. No,
it
ma'am.
did make me think, how long does it take to fly to Spain?
From America?
From that side of America?
14 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I just assuming because it's 12 hours to LA and then it's 2 hours from here to Spain, right?
I think I don't know. Spain's further than that, I would say.
Not all of it.
No, not all of it. That's true. Yeah, I just thought, can you imagine being trapped on that plane? I don't think I'd get on it.
Well, that's why I think it was really smart when they were like, we should have this conversation before we get on the plane.
Yeah, let's not get on the plane. I don't want to do this.
You can't have a fight like that on first class. The people that will look at you.
Will be. And Kyle's like, I don't want to get grounded. I'm like, I think there's quite a lot of sea, Nate.
I'm pretty sure it would be cheaper for them to hire a plane, though. Then if they all pay for first class tickets, it would be cheaper for all of them to put that money into getting a plane.
I don't know. Have you?
Anyway, so then if we get to Barcelona, we see the flash forward.
Yes.
And Anna Marie throws Crystal under the bus.
Yep. You said that they were bitches and they were shallow.
They were dumb.
Dumb and shallow. And Dorit's like, shallow? Like, come on, babe. I don't think that's the point. That's not the insult. I think that's
I thoroughly believe every word of it. Every word. I 1000% see that's what she said.
Yeah. But I think she said it in a way that was like, don't fucking say this out loud.
Yeah, but you can't be doing that. This woman, like, she spent 4 hours talking about Sutton's esophagus.
I mean, when they were time stamping that was a thing of beauty. Like, it was boring for us. Can you imagine how intolerable that would have been?
I thought she was exaggerating.
But no. Can you imagine being at, like, something where you are... The focus of the event is suicide, and that is something that you are trying. You're like, let me get back to the suicide. That'll be some fucking relief from this conversation.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Lord, let me crack a joke about something. Good Lord. But yeah, that's it for Beverly Hills.
That's it.
Miami.
I have not got to the end of Miami because I spent, like I say, 65% of my life trying to watch Salt Lake City. I'm only part way through Miami.
What
It's
did you see
swim
up
week.
until?
They've got in the car, but they haven't got anywhere, and everyone's fucked off, and Kiki's
I
sad.
left Kiki by herself. Yeah.
What a bunch of dicks.
I know. Not much really happens after that, to be fair. Just a few bits.
So
Lisa
it's
pumping gas in the opening sequence made my day.
in the Rolls Royce in a cagoule.
Yeah, cagoule. Oh my god, I can't think of the word. That's exactly what it is. It's a cagoule.
But she just gets back in the car.
Yeah, she leaves it because they have those automatic pumps there in some of them where you could just put it in and it just goes until it fills up. Yeah.
Oh, right. Because I was like, shit, I don't think she knows how that works.
Yeah. I don't know if she was at the right kind of pump that does that, but there are those pumps, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's good.
Um,
Then Julia goes for her like fittings, and we see her shots from like 25 years ago. Fucking hell.
I mean, all of it was too much. It was like a montage of her and Kiki, like
They like unbelievable
life, and Kiki's story about her dad and her stepmom kicking her out because she modelled. And it was
Can you imagine being in another country at 15?
And coming from Haiti as well, where it's so different. Like, it's not like
so foreign. Like,
it's not like moving from France to Italy, where
it's like
not
completely
that
different culture.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And even the words she chose in her explanation, like, came with so much like guilt, didn't she? She was like, if you wear something a little bit skanky, like a bikini, I'm like, I think a bikini is a perfectly acceptable thing. Like, you're wearing it as swimwear, you're not wearing it to the office.
No.
Like,
I mean, in the summer, I'm an advocate for wearing a bikini to the office.
She's not a fucking doctor. She's not turning up in a bikini. Like,
no, exactly.
Yeah, I felt so bad for her. And then she was so vulnerable, and then everyone fucks off. And they've done such a good job beforehand of like they're really in the front row and they're cheering and they're all filming her and they're really and they're like doing the thing and they're like, no, but now I've turned into a pumpkin. I gotta go home.
I've got to go home. Yeah.
I thought it was a little rich of Julia to be like, this really shows that we can like the world has changed and we can model at any age and any size. I was like, I'm not sure any size, Julia. I'm not sure you're representing women of all sizes.
Oh, absolutely not.
You maybe are not as thin as you were when you were 18, but you're not thin.
Yeah. I mean, but we're in a world where Naomi Campbell and Kate Moss are 50.
Yeah.
So it's it's not the same.
I don't think we're like body inclusive in swimwear.
No, if you're looking at like Anna Nicole Smith, Marilyn Monroe, any of those women who were still modelling, God rest their souls. Like,
then what's her name? Something Graham.
Ashley
Graham. But even though she's another one, she's like, I'm size 16. I'm like, yeah, we got like a fucking 16-inch difference between your waist and your hips.
Gertie and Russell go for food.
Yeah, she
does not want to hear anything about what's happening.
No, which is totally fair, isn't it? And he is totally trapped. He cannot do right.
No, he can't.
Because he has to do both sides and like it's fucked.
Yeah. But she just wants to have her dinner and she just wants to have her cocktail and she just wants to like
she wants to turn her brain off, but she can only turn her brain off by dumping it. And then they're talking about it like you're in it. It's shit, isn't it?
Yeah, 1000%. And then on the flip side of it, we go and see like a non-couple, Lisa and Jodie looking at a house, and I couldn't stop looking at the fact that Jodie's face does not move.
You know, it's very, very not moving, yeah.
But even like when he's talking, like his lips don't even move. He talks like a ventriloquist dummy. Like there's no, if you're not looking at him, you wouldn't be aware of the fact that he's even talking. Yeah, it is so insane.
I find Lisa is insane in that she seems to forget which one is the realtor and which one is the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Because she's saying things like, it's not fair, I'm going to have to fight with him for 15 years. And the person trying to show her a house is like, so you don't have a mortgage in principle?
Yeah. I also felt like he was overstepping a boundary in a way. Like he was talking to her like they were friends.
That was clearly the vibe, wasn't it? Like,
it's weird.
But she's so entitled.
So entitled.
Like she's walking around that massive house that she has zero way to buy.
Yeah, I really like that giant picture of her though. I thought it was really nice. I'm not gonna lie, I want one.
I mean, I think he is going to let her have that.
Oh, 1,000, or he's gonna burn it.
He might burn it. That's
Yeah.
true. But yeah, the idea that she's like, this is what I'm used to. This is a little place for me and my kids, because actually our house is so huge. That's so massive. I'm like, who are you trying to impress? And she just can't see that she can't afford it, and she's so entitled to his money. I just think I'd be like, fuck off. I want to get away from you as much as possible.
Yeah.
I don't want your fucking money.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And Jodie's like, yeah, she got offered a really good deal, and then she like fucked it up.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Oh. Wouldn't you, as a human, be concerned about entering a relationship with someone who's going through such a cantankerous divorce?
Yes, I think it says something about him. I don't know what it is, but it says something.
Right? It's like Marcus being cool with Larsa when she does so many fucked up stuff when it comes to Gertie and the cancer situation. I'm questioning his character at this point.
Well, he was meant to get he was engaged, going to be married within a few months, and then she rocked up on the scene and he quit his wife. So the internet tells me.
Oh, the internet's never wrong though, is it?
Exactly. Where there's smoke, there's a dickhead.
That's the name of the episode. Where there's a smoke, there's a dickhead. And then what happens?
I don't know. Then
they go to a rooftop bar.
They go to a rooftop bar, but then they can't see each other. And
it's too bright.
It's too bright. It's too bright. I do think Marisol was a little tone deaf, wasn't it? Be like, it's not about melanoma. It's about being able to see people in the eye. I'm like, there are people who have got fucking cancer.
Oh, come on. You can't. Come on, Rosie. That's that's a reach. Come on. Allow it. But I really like Marisol's outfit, the crazy. It reminded me of Crazy Mosh. Remember when Moschino had the crazy?
Yeah. But so I find it weird with Alexia because sometimes her tone doesn't match what she's saying at all.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because at the end of that, she's going no, you're right, Nicole. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. We're fine. But she's still saying it okay, Nicole, we're actually fine. Yeah, I'm like, you still sound really angry at her.
But I was just really surprised that she said she was wrong. When have you ever heard?
I think she just said she was wrong, because of. I think there was a follow up, wasn't there? It was because of what Ariana had said.
Okay, fine.
Adriana had said,
I'm just really surprised that Adriana was like, yeah, it was my fault.
Yeah, she was just yeah. Drama, staring
Cop into it. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. And then we see Julia walk.
Yeah. No, we've seen Julia walk, then we see the rooftop, then we see Kiki walk, don't we?
Yes. Oh, and Adriana, in her confessionals, says that Nicole is the real Barbie.
Yeah.
That's why Alexia's pissed. Now, she's not wrong.
Speak truth to power, man.
I mean, if I had to choose anyone's life, I'm choosing Dr. Nicole's.
Yeah.
Except for the working part. I don't want to have to do that. When I have that much money and I look that good, I don't want to have to work.
I don't know how much you work as an anesthesiologist.
How many people do you put to sleep?
I don't know. I think you
one a day?
No, I imagine it depends, doesn't it? It depends where you're working. So yeah, what happens in the end? You tell me.
So Kiki walks and time stood still for about 5 minutes. That was it. I was in shock. And they did slow-mos of a hair flip. It was I was in a Kiki moment.
Why has she got so many clothes on? She should have less clothes on.
All of them said that. Every single one of them said that.
Because I was like,
the whole world said that.
Inside my head.
The whole world said that. And then she walks out after the show and boobs pop out. I can see vagina. I'm like, there we go. This is what I wanted to see. This is where we are. So they're on the bus and everyone leaves because of varying degrees of bitchiness and cunt-like behaviour. And it really upset me. Is that just
because they can't wait in a car?
They didn't want to sit in the car waiting to leave. What's her name? Marisol said she had stomach problems. So she had to go, which is fine because she has her stomach issues, doesn't she?
And it's always fine to be the first person out.
Yeah, and she doesn't eat food. So I mean, it's understandable that she has stomach problems. And then they all leave except for Julia and Adriana. They stay.
Yeah, I felt so bad for Kiki.
It really broke my heart. And then the next day or a couple of days later, whatever, Alexia goes to Julia's farm.
Right.
to hang out with Julia, and she turns up wearing a sexy farmer's outfit where she has like a hat Kyle would be proud to wear,
Right.
and dungarees, or what do they call them in America? Overalls.
Yeah.
So dungarees that were tight, so she had no bra or anything on underneath, so it was just boobs.
Okay, great. Like 70s dungarees.
Yeah, and then like
Right.
tight waist, and like she
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
good. I'm not gonna lie, she looked good. But anyway, Julia was trying to get her involved with the goats and the dogs and all the rest of it. It just wasn't working out well. But anyway, they sat down, they had a kiki, they chatted, and Alexia invited Julia to Mexico City
Nice.
for the girls' trip, and it's Pride weekend, and it's also Julia's birthday, so it's like a whole thing.
Fun.
And then they go on a tour. She goes on a tour of like phoning everyone to invite everyone to Mexico. And
Nice.
Alexia calls Larsa. Larsa's doing the podcast with Marcus, and Larsa drops the bomb that she has a tequila, and her tequila is bottled in Mexico City, so maybe they'll go and do a tequila tasting. I think she thinks she's Bethany Frankel, but no one really gives a fuck. And I can't imagine Larsa's tequila tasting nice, but whatever. And then her and Marcus do a podcast recording, and Larsa talks about how she froze her eggs when she was on an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and she has 11 eggs. And Marcus isn't sure if he wants to have kids, and Larsa said you have a year to make a decision. Now, in a year's time, she's going to be 50.
Okay, hold on.
And she
that was
also
quite
has
a lot of information. But
yeah,
she may not carry that baby if they're gonna have a baby.
that's fine, doesn't matter. But you shouldn't be. We've had this conversation before.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Just who would want to have a baby? At
And
50?
she already has 4 kids.
She's got loads of kids, and he's a big kid.
I mean, yeah. Anyway,
got 5 kids.
Whatever. Do you? And then Gertie is at home recovering after her second surgery, like the next surgery, and she's playing cards with Russell and her son, and it's really cute. They're playing Go Fish, and she's high as a fucking kite on some kind of opioid, and she's like, I can't focus, I can't do anything. Like it's really cute. And then fucking Barbie, Alexia calls her to invite her to Mexico, and saying that she was praying to a saint when Frankie had his accident, and it's the same saint is based in Mexico City, so she wants to take Gertie to help her recover and all the rest of it, which I thought was really cute. And then Gertie's like, yeah, let's see if we can go before I start my chemo and all the rest of it. And then Adriana goes to the music studio to record a new song with Gloria Estefan's dad. Is it Emilio Estefan? I keep wanting to say Estevez, but that's the Sheen family. Estevez is the Sheen family.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she turns up in like a Louis Vuitton denim 2-piece 90s fucking incredible ensemble. I loved it. It was like a crop top with a train at the back. It's fantastic. You need to see it. Yeah, it was horrendously brilliant. So she starts laying down the vocals for that, and then he says to her, you're going to Mexico City, fantastic, I'm going to hook you up with some friends,
great,
and you're going to do a performance at
this
Pride.
sounds like a great trip.
And she's like, oh shit, okay, cool. And then we flash forward 1 week later, and then we see her going side of stage in like a full, like proper Pride Mexican, like carnival style outfit. And then she's like, I'm shitting my pants right now type thing. And then it's the end.
Well, I can't wait.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be fantastic.
Great. I really want to go to Mexico, so this all have to do.
I'm desperate to go to Mexico. Desperate.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, there you go. God, I'm exhausted.
I know, it was a lot, wasn't it?
It was a lot. A lot.
Right.
Thanks for listening, guys. Don't forget to rate, follow, and subscribe. Tell us anything you think we got right or got wrong. And we'll see you next week.
Ciao for now.
Bye.